the Ivory Coast, our sources, they report from Ivory Coast, so
Most
nothing
people,
spoiled.
nothing spoiled. But of course,
Mm.
few hours to the African Cup of Nations where you go start officially go start. Yeah, officially, how you they feel?
Well, for me, I think the earliest football memory the way that I get watching the Super Eagles play. Now, there, me personally, come begin get love for football. So the Super Eagles and the African Cup of Nations actually mold my football journey for me, especially. So for me, every time I'd always look forward to the African Cup of Nations because I think, say, there is no other football event when big pass am when we want to talk about the continent of Africa. So for me, I think now a rich competition where we go see our diversities as Africans and our rich culture as Africans also.
And the rich culture, of course,
Mm.
don't they see them already with when these guys they arrive.
Exactly.
Ivory Coast,
Mm.
Ghana wearing their stuff around their neck.
You
Super
get
Eagles of Nigeria wearing their what I call it, what I want to call that one? How one call it?
our sharp native and our sharp native up and down. You don't see their shoe. The shoe not to match, the cap not to match.
But Ahmed Musa's shoe. Sometimes
No, I mean, Mr. No wear the shoe when they're supposed to wear.
yes,
You understand? But if you look the other pictures when we see, you go see say they get a designated now half cock. Now those half cock where they match sharp native like that now.
And Wakali no fit wear cap, and somebody asked why Wakali no wear cap.
No, not be Wakali with that. Wakali no they camp now.
No, sorry,
Awazim.
no Awazim. The keeper,
Uzo.
No, Uzo, the guy.
Nwabili, Stanley Nwabili.
Wabili, right? Sorry,
Yes.
Wabili, not Wakali, Wabili. Sorry, the keeper from talk about
Shippa United.
Shippa United in South Africa.
Yes.
Now, of course, more will talk about different matters, of course, different matters. I don't know how we'll start, but we'll start from somewhere. Now, my problem will start around the Super Eagles and the preparation, of course. Now, more look at our Super Eagles, of course. I did worried. Injury crisis. Of course, for you, waiting really, they cause this injury crisis.
Well, for me, as you did worried, that's why I did worried. Now, so many Nigerians why I don't interact with for the last couple of days with all these injuries that we did report day in after day. So for me, the major thing what we're gonna look at when it comes to these injuries is that the number of games and not be just Nigeria they happen to. If you watch what they happen to players for the top leagues for Europe in the last how many months season never reach up, how many ACL injuries we don't see, how many knee injury, how many muscle injuries with a year. So these injuries are routines when we see back to back these days because the number of games where these players they play plenty. Many of them go play league, many of them go play cup game, many of them go play World Cup qualifiers, and now Nations Cup don't come. So to me, the number of games when they play, and some players don't even come out public itself, still talk up. So the number of games when they play, they actually they help these footballers, in my own opinion.
But of course, the idea of the fact, say maybe some of these guys will they nurse some kind of injury before they invite them come camp. You agree that one? Also
that one will be a possibility. Because we don't get all the information from NFF and the information from these guys, medical department from their club available to us now. So that one could be one possibility where it happen with some of these players. But another thing where I know, be say injuries can happen anytime. If you see a player where they fit today, play full match, go training to prepare for the next one, get that injury for training. So injuries can happen anytime. Some people go call them bad luck and all. So to me, if it is possible. If you see also they possible say some of these guys actually pick the injuries for inside training sessions for camp.
And that means I will go ask our coach about which kind of training they give the players. But of course, now we'll talk about how far these guys figure. For you, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, how far, how well they figure, which target do they set for these guys?
Well, for me, we don't say the Super Eagles of Nigeria always get a semi-final standard for me, the way I look at them, because if you look at African football, before they go call a handful of teams will go cover one hand, you'll call the Super Eagles.
Yeah.
So to me, semi-final, that are the standard, we know say yes, every NFF president, every sport minister go set for every coach where they handle the Super Eagles for every AFCON, at least you must reach that semi-final. To me, but when you look this team, look the preparation, look the journey to this African Cup of Nations, that semi-final will be a very big ask and a big, big standard, big expectation from these players for me.
So big expectation for them. So semi-finals, would they think too big?
we dey think too
reduce
big.
our expectations.
Especially with these injuries, especially with our off-field wahalas, especially with our lack of preparation when it comes to major tournaments. To dey prepare 2-3 days before the tournament. Some of these countries don't dey prepare after the last AFCON.
Yeah.
They don't dey prepare immediately. So for them, now 2 years journey. But if you look at our team, how many players we go see? So okay, they don't follow a 2 years plan come from. We don't change coach between that period.
Yeah.
Our coach no be like, who know he left between the rights concerning Nigerian football and also concerning African football.
Now, we'll talk about the creativity for the Super Eagles. Now, one matter why they're very critical around the creativity part. Now, I call Wakali. Now, one reason we say this afternoon, I will watch Wakali, performance.
For the club for Portugal.
Yes, I know you watch and you post that. You know, and I see the facts. Say Wakali, they try shows. This now waiting if he do for the midfield. We see all in long passes. I watch it. I say, Wakali give long passes like this. Creative player, great player. And I ask myself the question. Now we get they try to say of course reports day for area say some senior Markels they injured.
Another one.
That one, but that one they try to look for how they fit just push them through.
Making him beat the fitness race to make the AFCON.
Him be the creative man. Normally we fit play that creative role sometimes. You fit play striker. In the a bit you to get that utility package. Now, why not having someone like Wakali? Because as I even watch him, I can't really watch him today. Can't really give that. I wish we get Wakali for the midfield.
Well, for me, I don't want to talk about players too much. We know they camp because from Wakali, we see what Wakali could bring for the team: long passes, spread passes, and all. But I don't want to talk too much about players we know they camp. I want to talk about the players when they camp. Because for every time when we do well for AFCON, if they check the record, they check the history, and every time when we do well generally for football, we always get sharp wingers. The last African Cup of Nations, now visually the same midfield now with the carry they go. The only people who go they miss now are the likes of the NDD. We know this team because of injury. So if I watch the way the team play for the last AFCON for Cameroon, our strength no be midfield. Our strength now the wings.
Okay, let's talk about the wing.
Yes.
Samuel Chukwueze, Ademola Lookman. Listen, for me, some of we call this as a tool. Maybe we will look at these guys and how they figure it out. Now, Samuel Chukwueze get the issue of last ball at Samuel Chukwueze.
Last decision.
That last decision.
Final decision.
Now we agree we go depend on our wing. Ademola Lookman get the skills, if he dribble, but sometimes in dribbling, if they too much sometimes. If he do a dribble and everything.
True talk.
The trouble is say, of course, we need these guys to feed the African best player of the year. We know what individual football. We want these guys because Samuel Chukwueze go do run with ball before you know the fit just shoot am come out.
Final touch
problem. The other man, Ademola Lookman fit get the ball now. If he do a normal this is called over a dribble, one end drive enter inside. When we get a striker, Victor Osimhen need to. And this is normally they always wait for all those balls when you dribble.
He need the ball on the right time.
At the right time. So these are our two wingers. Maybe we'll see other wingers who will start for bench and everything will fit come in and everything. But many go look at these guys on Sunday. Hopefully, we'll get these two guys started.
For me, I don't go want to see the two of them start. I get my reasons for that one, and I can tell you why. For the last AFCON, we see what Simon Moses bring to our team. To me, Simon Moses is now one of the senior players. When you look the current squad we get now, like person went on there for the setup for a while, they don't get AFCON experience well. Ademola Lookman never really gets AFCON experience this time, first AFCON. And to me, I feel say in introduction to African football, he don't struggle.
Sorry, maybe I cut it.
Yes.
Ademola Lookman and Moses Simon, right? Moses Simon, a great player. Moses Simon almost gets same thing. The skills sometimes they over too much and he forgets himself. Moses Simon own be say how for the last AFCON, say now he be the star player for the team. You understand? Egypt type.
Yeah, exactly. So now that thing where you can talk now, maybe the thing can't enter in body, you can't begin hold the ball too much. No know the time when you go release the ball and all. So for me, I go one start with Moses Simon with the fact saying they're more experienced. He understand the terrain. He understand African football. He understand the stage because this is a different kind of stage. You understand? So him understand the stage. I go leave Ademola Lookman for bench, make it observe. But for our wingers in generally, this is the time where we say they need to step up, they need to showcase themselves. Because Ademola Lookman, Samuel Chukwueze, to me, these are players who never really live up to the expectation when Nigerians they expect from them. Especially Samuel Chukwueze, because Samuel Chukwueze, we go see him for one game. They fly high, everything where they do, they work for him. We go see him for another game. That's final ball issue. Go talk. It go come happen. When he's supposed to pass ball, you no go pass ball. When he's supposed to play short, you no go play short. So Samuel Chukwueze, I believe say this night time when be say he's supposed to take hold for a permanent shit for this Super Eagles team. Because if he no go this AFCON, he no really perform well. Other players they will be say after this AFCON, they go to fight for that same shirt with them. See players like Nathan Teller. See players like Gift Urban. All these guys go come into the setup too. So for me, I believe say this night a big competition for our wingers, a big competition. Samuel Chukwueze, Ademola Lookman, they really need to prove their worth to this Super Eagles team.
Okay, thank you. Now, more continue from here, and as we talk about the Super Eagles and the chances where they get for this African Cup of Nations. Now, of course, more we'll talk about our defensive side. Now, we look at our defense and we ask questions. The Super Eagles defense, how solid our defense is. Now, many go talk about the facts, and we don't know who really be our right fullback or who really be our left fullback. So we talk about the facts. Even Joseph Pesebe never even know, who he will put as in two central defenders. So for back then we get the Oyibo, William Trust Ekong and Balogun. But this time around, we don't get one of the Oyibo guy for inside our team. For you, who go be which are the central defenders? Combination for you.
Well, for me, I think say that is a position also because we never really know what the coach could do. Because some people they talk say most times when they pair Kenneth Omeru and William Trust Ekong, the defense they solid because the two players they complement each other. One they more how call them aggressive compared to the other one. The other one they clean up for the one with the aggressive and all. And also, we not forget Kenneth Omeru not become seasoned international now. Now one of the senior players for the team too. So it would be interesting to see what the coach wants to do because there's another young player for that centre back position. When to me, I believe say waiting I don't see in the last couple of months from in club performance, I believe say he don't any right to also start like Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey will go Ajax. That move no work out well for Ram because you understand. Come to Fulham, come to the Premier League. We see what he do for Fulham. Him na starter. And him don't play against some of the top teams, command the defense well, and not be just saying they play well. Him, you understand, get defense organization skill and also for a young player. So it could be interesting.
Bassey switch play fullback.
I don't want to see him for fullback. The times where I don't see him for fullback, they disappoint me.
So what now that part of I'm saying, normally, if we look at how Bassey coming to the national team, now fullback will become normally as because there we get the normal Oyibo this thing, Oyibo central defense, and it did hard to break through. But putting him together with, because it did almost sure say William Trust Ekong normally go start. So
I'm gonna be the on-field captain.
Yes. The question now be say who will want Pierre? Either Kenneth Omeru get the experience, get the experience. Many know the fact this guy did very good, although supposed to be carry our mind go back 2018. The goal like when Messi scores and the log and the running and everything, but no, of course, players.
Messi.
Yes,
Messi don't dribble. He don't dribble all the best defenders.
Yes. But Kenneth Omeru, great defender. He get the experience and everything. And we get Bassey when they play for Fulham. If you watch, I think in last game before the AFCON Nations Cup, where Fulham play against Arsenal, you watch Bassey roll for that team.
Exactly.
You go really hail Bassey. I say Bassey don't really mature rich.
Well, if you ask me, Sharp, in a nutshell, I go with William Trust Ekong and Bassey to start.
Maybe if he stay for the
yes, make I observe what thing will happen for that game. Then moving into the next game.
Now we get this man from Porto.
Zaidu Sanusi.
Great footballer, great player. Where they move forward. But to also agree that one of our greatest weaknesses, online also they are available, talking about fullback roles. But many go also agree, say one of our major greatest weaknesses when they think is the scorers. Beyond everything, our wing, the fullback role, they bit porous, who is the word porous. And sometimes most of this goes to come through that side. Now, how Joseph Pesebe will arrange that fullback role for you who fit stay these places?
I think say Joseph Pesero himself is supposed to thank God saying get better fullbacks right now, because when you look the fullback positions, we get players where they play for their club, we get players where they very good. Zaidu Sanusi they play for FC Porto, one of the best clubs in the world. If you want to look at what FC Porto that achieve in terms of European football, so for me, Zaidu Sanusi no be small player. Look what Ola Aina they do. He can play on both flanks.
Yes, both flanks.
Do you
yes.
understand? So that's a
Both
big
flanks.
asset we get in a player like Ola Aina. And if you look at he don't get experience also for African football. They come too.
Yeah,
So Ola Aina can play on both flanks. Bruno Yemeshri, now another fullback too where they play for Boavista. Also, the fullback when they come from Fenerbahce, Bright Osui, also a very good, fullback too.
Bright during one of those qualifiers. We see how Bright they do those in runnings,
offensive runs,
and the fact that he feel run back cover. Because most important for you as a fullback, we say if you overlap, you're supposed to return back. Even when return back, you must make sure your defensive and midfielder they help you cover for that role. But we see how this Bright guy they go forward, return back. So it be like so they're very safe for that side. But no one thing, having great players now one thing, but pairing these players to make them understand themselves on that part again. So we hope say this guy carry defensive matter well. Now, we'll visit the midfield. Matter for ground. We'll visit the midfield, of course. Now, Alex Iwobi of recent great form for Fulham. Now, Alex Iwobi, now that utility player we'll get, we'll agree that one. That for the midfield role, Alex Iwobi fit play two of the three. I don't know call I'm saying, I don't say if he play defensive midfield role. I don't say if he play, but some people argue say sometimes if he do all those tackles and everything. But I know, but great player Alex Iwobi come to the midfield. Now we lose Ndidi for that midfield. Al Hassan coming in. Now Al Hassan, we're supposed to watch Al Hassan when they play during the European.
Royal Antwerp.
Yes, and we see how great this guy is. For you, how the coach could feel arrange this midfield?
Well, for me, I think it could depend. It could depending on what the coach wants set up, because for some of the times we don't say this coach like 4-4-2 to play two wingers, two midfielders. So if you want to play two midfielders, definitely it could be Alex Iwobi and Frank Onyeka. From waiting we don't see from the guy they come. But if you want to play two pivots, you understand, which we know say Frank Onyeka no be defensive midfielder normally, but they carry and they play as a defensive midfielder. But if you want to play two pivots, that means say Alassane Yusuf go need to be inside the starting 11. So it go be interesting to see how this guy really wants set up in team for the very first game against Equatorial Guinea.
And waiting will they agree now because we don't look these players now. We almost follow these players one by one. We get the talent. Of course, we get the talent.
And also Rafael Oyendika did the team too.
Rafael normally they play. If he play your defensive midfield role for you, if he play a bit up front for you. So,
Joe Aribo too.
Yeah, Joe Aribo is still there. But Joe Aribo normally biscuit player. Flexibility sometimes at the ball football, you know, and every. But you know, I was also know. I also like know how this guy won't play that who he go play for that, who will do that creativity work for us. Although according to we say, more we just forget creativity, more we just work basically with the wing, you know, basically with the wing. So once you just get ball, now the game.
No, be say I thought say Moku forget the midfield. We will not forget the midfield.
No, but as
it depends.
Expect more
yes,
ball from the because play Arsenal football. They try to tell us say once you get ball for the
not be just Arsenal, not be just Arsenal football, Nigerian football.
Yes, I know.
We don't get great wingers too. So just the Finidi George, the Emmanuel Amunike, the Babangida, them. You understand? The Payosi Kedia. These guys. And we don't talk about Emmanuel Amunike. These guys blessed wingers. You understand? So that's what they our football culture too.
But you know, of course, football they improve every day. You know, back then if you get one pattern of play and you use and win tournament.
Yeah, depending on your opponent, you change nowadays.
But these days you have to change your game plan depending on the opponent where you want to play. So if our coach, and I'm talking before now, if our coach go to Nations Cup with only one kind of pattern of play, say, I won't play, but once you get ball, when Moses Simon, they give out a ball, where Adima Lukman, they give out a ball, where Semachuki, they give out a ball. If these guys know saying that, so it be. Once they block those our two wingers, our striker go hungry. Now, more don't forget this, respect to Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen a great striker. But I will call Victor Osimhen that kind of striker where like food is ready ball. The Osimhen not be that kind of striker where normally you go expect a man go carry ball. No stress Victor Osimhen normal. Victor Osimhen like food is ready. Work my ball well for me, make I finish the ball for you. That means if Victor Osimhen no get support, if he struggle to score the goals, of course. Normally, Victor Osimhen fit be that one wey fit go hustle ball. No, we get strikers wey fit go hustle ball come. You know, but Osimhen like say work my ball well for me. So that means our wingers go make sure they're ready to work ball, give our Victor Osimhen.
Like you talk, our wingers need to give him supply. Our midfielders need to give him supply. The defenders too, they still need to give him supply because
give all
those long passes. Because we dey see as the defenders still dey do am, bring long passes. The striker run enter too. So for me, Victor Osimhen, we don't need to starve him off those supply. Come make him begin drop down. Come they find the ball. You understand? So we need to, you know, how I call him, feed them well. Make sure say him there for those dangerous positions where he go fit make teams pay. So to me, what thing we need to do is play for Victor Osimhen, work for him. We know say we still get other dangerous players too if he decide game for us. But we know what Victor Osimhen will give this thing.
Mo, before we leave the Super Eagles, we'll talk about the new man we get the invite come. Paul Anotru, so they call him Paul Anotru.
Yes, where they score plenty goals now for talking.
Plenty goals. This guy don't do well normal. Before he make that anyhow move, go
from South team. We see what he do for Genk.
You know, we see what he do for when they play for the Belgian League for Genk and everything. But however, I'm always state and clear say whenever this guy come in national team, we see as if in the struggle. And if we look the pattern of play where Pesero done they show before, you know they plan to play Victor Boniface normally and
Victor Osimhen.
That's a PM 2 strikers. And now if Victor Boniface don't come out, you face a situation whereby the coach will decide to maybe pair a Paul Anotru and Osimhen together, or even pair two number 9 together.
Well, I think say with the inclusion of Terry Murphy, we can see something like that happen to play 2 strikers up front. But Paul Anotru and Victor Osimhen, I believe so that one would be hard. It could depend on maybe if we really need goals. You understand?
We take 1 goal down.
We fit no get any option than to put those 2 people up front, because to me, Paul now shown a very traditional number 9.
Yes.
You know, get the mobile legs to the mobile, you understand, play like as a supporting striker to the main striker. No, I believe that I'm more of a striker like the Terry Murphy. Player will go fit do am well again, like Kelechi, Yen and Shaw. Now those guys go fit play that role. So for me, Paul now show role, they more like the same role when Victor Osimhen play.
So we know if we just pair them at all.
Just maybe if we really need them, we don't get any other option again. We need them for a game. I believe so. If you see.
Now before we come out, I will ask the question, straight question. Equatorial Guinea game 3 p.m. Of course, I know of course you go down one side. Hopefully I will be joining. I think join you that side.
No Allah.
Now, what will be your prediction?
Equatorial Guinea versus the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I know if you talk say my mama soup, no sweets. Maybe if I dey come as they go log it against me. Normally Nigeria to win that game 2-0.
To win 2-0.
2-0, yes.
Of course, more shit from the Super Eagles matter. We still get other different teams who will play for the
That's so.
Now, tell me your 4 favorites to win the African Cup of Nations.
Well, right now, a lot of people they talk about the Morocco national team. Morocco, we don't see what they don't do. They come in the last couple of years. Say yes, they don't agree. Morocco did for the teams when be like say me I did look. Senegal also did for the team where we say me at the look to Senegal and another team too. And also Morocco, Senegal, which other team? Ivory Coast the host. Ivory Coast the host too, because we know say most times when teams they play for home soil like that, with that home support, because to play for a 60,000 capacity stadium where Ivory Coast going to play their home games, where the Alassane Ouattara Stadium, now 60,000 capacity. I don't say you will be the opposition, if you just get a few hundred for inside, now them go occupy the full stadium. So that one alone, a big advantage. So I believe say Ivory Coast too good in the midst. Maybe we will see another team where if still act as that dark horse, you understand, break enter. But we don't still forget Egypt.
Egypt, yes.
We don't still forget Egypt, so
Salah
I go put Egypt there too. You
and,
understand?
Egypt having the most African Cup of Nations.
Exactly. So we don't forget Egypt. They come with a player like Mo Salah, will be say he hide the red. He really want win this African Cup of Nations because that one thing when in the miss for his career. And if you look Mo Salah age, you don't really get too much more African Cup of Nations. The next African Cup of Nations, they go dey close to 33, 34 years.
Yeah.
You understand? So, and a lot of people don't expect anything from Nigeria, but we just throw Nigeria there with honorable mention. They don't say Nigeria gets 3 African Cup of Nation title. And every time when people don't write Nigeria totally off, now when they perform. So I go give Nigeria honorable mention. But the 4 teams we are at the tip, they are Senegal, Morocco, Ivory Coast, and Egypt. Then Nigeria honorable mention.
4 players who will go watch out for.
4 players who will go watch out for. We'll not be talking about this competition without we not talking about Sadio Mane. The best African player. The best African player in the last 6 years or 5 years, Sadio Mane for me. We know say when you go Saudi Arabia, no, before you go Saudi Arabia, when you go Bayern, things can't get that CB. Before you can go Saudi Arabia now. But for me, Sadio Mane, we know the Sadio Mane effect when it comes to that Teranga Lions, Senegal teams. And then we talk about Mo Salah. You understand? Another player we go head to head with Sadio Mane for who will be the king of African football. You understand? And we also get the new king in the person of Victor Osimhen. The person went on the knock on Mo Salah door and Sadio Mane door right now say, oh God, I know say on be senior bra, but this smally don't mature also. Now me won't be the next man when they talk about African football. So we're not going to talk about this competition without we not talk about Victor Osimhen because every team who want to play the Super Eagles go to fear to face Victor Osimhen. And talking about another player, we be say, yes, 50 day significant too. I want to talk about yes, the Guinea man day, but not be the Guinea man I want to talk about. I want to talk about Pape Metassa for Senegal, the midfielder where they play for Tottenham Hotspur. That guy, very good midfielder. But we'll still talk about the players like the Mahrez, you understand. But that player, young player, when they develop, and I don't follow the player closely, I believe say, I go there among one of the key players if Senegal go far for this competition. I'm going to forget to talk about the players like the Frankesi for Ivory Coast. Season veteran when it comes to Ivorian midfield. He don't play for top European club before he goes to Saudi Arabia. The likes of the Sangare too for the midfield. Sebastian Allah, we be like say we know say he get 1 or 2 sickness, but now he don't come back to the play professional football again. They're okay. So a lot of players there to watch where we know mission finish for one particular show, but I just say make I just touch some of the obvious ones quick.
Now, for you, we get different teams. Which of the team, as a team, you believe say, as individual talents, they get past among all the countries where they go to the Nations Cup?
Individual talents?
Yes. If you look at maybe where the players they play, their individual performance, where different clubs coming together as one team, which of these countries rather feel be that tough?
I'll give you 3 countries: Ivory Coast, Senegal, and Nigeria.
Yes.
Ivory Coast, Senegal,
Ivory Coast get great players.
Yes.
Senegal, looking at all Senegal players, the fast Senegal players, normally all these guys they play abroad. When they start from Nigeria, say one home base, go Senegal. Senegal they pack them.
The same team.
They pack them, they come. And Nigeria, of course, they do well. But
underdogs.
The dark horse.
Zambia,
yes. Zambia only. If from their friendly games.
You understand? Zambia, for me, I think Zambia like a team where we choke people. Because when you look the way Zambia they play, a player like Patson Dakar, we know say he never really get too much time for Leicester City to show what he won't do because Brendan Rangers don't really give him a lot of opportunities. So for me, I believe say that Zambia team will give people a headache.
Ghana. How far Ghana?
Ghana, we know say Ghana never really performed well for the last African Cup of Nations the last couple of years. The last one, they no come out. They don't even win any group match. When I remember the last one.
Yeah.
So, but this one, I think, say with a player like Mohamed Kudus, if he dey instrumental for them, but they go also they miss a player like Thomas Partey with injury, no allow go. So, but Ghana, I never really know. I want to see Ghana play their first match first before I go. Yes, before I go, we talk about Ghana.
Because Ghana always now waste favorite rights going to any nations.
Exactly.
Look at the facts. When you look at the Egypt, don't win several titles. Also, to recall a country like Ghana, will win more AFCON titles compared to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So, of course, we expect this very, very interesting African Cup of Nations. And when they hope say the stadium will full. Now, talking about the stadium fully, you believe say the Cote d'Ivoire fans they give us these great football matters? Because some they ask the questions beyond football for the pitch, we must talk about after the outside the pitch, which normally you don't do part of for Cameroon. Now you believe just to compare, just a way to compare. You did the last AFCON, you did the last AFCON for Cameroon and everything. You believe these Cote d'Ivoire fans will give us that kind of same vibes with Cameroon they give away Cameroon for love football like that?
Well, me personally, I don't meet some Ivorian people. You understand where I'll call my friends. So I believe say Ivorian people they get vibes normally. They sabi, they get doing. So I don't believe say they will carry last. They go show, they will come with their doings, come with their working, come with their culture, come with their ginger. So I believe say the African Cup of Nations it goes sweet normally for Ivory Coast.
Okay, of course it goes sweet, and of course we'll still continue to give you all the updates on top the African Cup of Nations. Of course, thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard.